understand that the amendment that we're doing is going to have...
Michael Woodhouse.
Thank you, Mr Chairman. I just want to take a quick call on this particular part because this is actually at the heart of the bill. In terms of the principle, it is Members' Day, that's why they call it as such. I want to actually just touch on what this is not, this particular part, because it was raised by Mr Burns in his call. Oh, isn't they nice to talk about it like that? Hey? It's just a list, guys. Relax. Unless you're in that member's situation, in which case you're a little less relaxed, wouldn't you say?
A bit touchy.
This is what it's not about. It's not about compulsion, as Brendan Burns would have us believe. And indeed, he compared this with the VSM bill. That somehow this was about compulsion and the VSM bill was about choice, and so we must be inconsistent. Well, I challenge that notion, because this isn't about compulsion. Even the Labour members of the Transport Select Committee said this was about choice. They said it in their minority report when they said that in New Zealand, union membership is voluntary and unions should be free to run their organisations according to the rules the members democratically put in place. Here's what they didn't say, but what one of the unions came in, and I can't remember exactly which one it is, I won't guess in case I get it wrong. The member in the chair may remember. When questioned about what would happen to a union member faced with a ballot which would not be secret, what choices that member had in that situation, here's what they said. They're free to resign. They can just go. And the reason this is relevant is because this is exactly about protection. It's not about compulsion. And that's what the Principal Act says. It says that the Employment Relations Act is there acknowledging and addressing, these are Labour words, but just in this situation I agree with them, the inherent inequality of power in employment relationships. And Mr Chairman, I would suggest that that inequality of power exists between unions and union members. And it's exercised fairly in many cases, but I'm sure members on both sides of the House have a number of examples of where union power was inappropriately used to muscle people into strike action against their judgment. And that member should be congratulated for bringing this bill to the House, because it happens altogether too often. See, there they go. Up. The halo on unions cannot be nudged, Mr Chairman. Well, I suggest that this is exactly what needs to be done in order to bring the very few, and not the very many, who use that power inappropriately by the use of the secret ballot. I strongly support it.
Mr Chair, Mr National Party Union Delegate.
We had for a while. Chris Hipkins.
Thank you very much, Mr.